Welcome everybody to Wine with Marco. I'm your host, Marco. What is today? What is today? Is today Wednesday? Today is Wine Down Wednesday. That's when your boss is up your butt, your significant other's up your butt, or maybe if you're self-employed, your employer's just driving you nuts, you're going to go out and get yourself a higher end wine. You're going to splurge. The higher end wine, we've tasted some $100, $200 bottles of wine, but, anything I would say over that $30 bracket is going to be higher end in our Wednesday wine world. Fair. Okay? Because we know our scale. What is the scale? 10 and under, extreme value. 10 to 15, great value. 15 to 20, good value. $20 bracket, now you're feeling good about yourself. Hey, instead of buying an $18 bottle of wine, which is a good value, I'm going to splurge for an extra $5, $6 and get that $20-some wine. That's what that is. So this is always going to be 30 and higher. I won't always do a $200, $300 bottle of wine. We don't want to come out with all that cash. Let's get into the vino, but before I start, it is torrentially downpouring and there's a lot of thunder. My dog, Bentley, hates the thunder, so we may get interrupted quite a bit in this video because he does not like it. He barks, could be pandemonium here during this tasting. Just a forewarning. That was my teacher-esque glasses warning of the day. So I hope everyone's staying safe, healthy during this pandemic. And let's get into this wine. Ooh, looky. Hedges. Look at that vintage on that. 2014? Got a little bottle age. This is 2014 Cabernet Hedges from Red Mountain in Washington State. Let me tell you, before I even go on to about the winery, pick up some Washington wines. They are absolutely tremendous. Their Merlots too are big. I think I did a video on a Merlot that drinks like a cab, or maybe I haven't yet. Yeah, I have. I did the Gallicante from Italy, but regardless, a lot of great wines. And in terms of value, okay, even though this is the splurge, Wednesday your boss is up your butt thing, in terms of the quality of this wine being $45 to $50, okay, it would be probably double that in terms of California type caliber of a price. Makes sense? So there's some good value. And there's some under 20s that are tremendous too, that we'll do tastings on further as we go on. But pick up your Washington wines. Really good. So this, again, is Hedges. This is their Red Mountain. So Red Mountain is, the AVA there. Let's get into the wine. Tom Hedges has he had a lot of contacts in produce export market that so-called planted the seed in his brain to so to speak for what was to come. Hedges Cellars. Tom was asked to produce a Washington State table wine for sale in Sweden, and the winery was born within the first two vintages, 1987 and 1988 of Hedges. Cab Merlot was sold exclusively to Sweden. Now he has wines that are sold in 45 states and 15 countries. So what a great story. Starts in produce, exclusively selling to Sweden, and then bam, baby, bam. And then now he's just all over, you know, like I said, 45 states. So that's a great story. Again, I love Washington Reds. Let's get into this bad boy. Let's look at the color. Nice dark color. Legs are not predominant at all. So that means we're looking at, yep, low alcohol, 13.5. Again, a little teacher-esque glasses thing. They had quite a few bottles of this at this wine shop I went to. Okay, well, that's actually a local, not a big chain grocery store that has a tremendous wine cellar. It's not even a grocery store, more of a it's a grocery store, but it's higher end produce and good quality cuts of meat, and you know, they do a lot of prepared foods. But anyway, they have a great, huge wine cellar there. And again, like other places I've been to, the 16s are all there. And I'm digging the shelf. I pull. So my point is, if you see 5 bottles of this on your shelf, go through all 5 bottles. Because most likely, they're not rotating the stuff. And you're going to find yourself a good vintage, a 14. And I found myself a 14. Not a bad little find there. All right, let's get into this bad boy. We are going to schnoz it. A little snuffleupagus. Baking spice, a lot of cinnamon, and dried cherries. Wow. Now, we know I'm not a cherry guy, so I'm getting a little nervous about tasting this. I don't like the cherries in my wine. A little bit of cherry, but I don't like overpowering cherries. We discussed this. Let's go with the palate. Wow. No, so what a surprise. You get the baking spice comes out, lots of licorice, ton of black fruits. There's an elegance to this palate, but the wine is still real big and full. Wow. And this has got some great bottle age. So I've been decanting this wine for probably a good couple hours, and it has really opened up. Yeah. So on the nose, I got those dried cherries, but the palate, no, a lot of black fruit. Really great stuff. Again, this is a $45 to $50 bottle of wine. Pair this with like a filet with a nice red wine reduction in rosemary mushroom sauce. Maybe some melted blue cheese. Really, really, really good stuff. Wow. This wine happens to be, majority of it is Cabernet, but this is because it's a majority Cabernet and over that threshold. Okay, and we'll get into that whole thing of percentages and what they can be called because of the percentages, but this is Cab, Merlot, and it got a little bit of Syrah in there. So pick up your bottle of Hedges. Again, $45 to $50, as we always end every video. First of all, we're going to ask, knock, knock, who's there? Wineries, all my relationships all over the world. Knock, knock, who's there? Wineries with all my relationships all over the world. Knock, knock, who's there? Distributors with all my relationships all over the world. Come on, we need some promotional stuff. I want to give my viewer, my viewer, a little sauce. And every video, we say, a salute, the Chindan, a salute.